One of the reasons for that is that you are shy. In this case, knowing what will happen on the day of the test might make you feel more comfortable. I will make another video later explaining the structure of the speaking test. Another reason is that you really don't know what or how to answer the questions. And then the solution here is only one: study. For example, you can use personally as a way of starting questions where you answer about your personal habits. The first thing is a good way to start lists or talk about your daily routine. I can't live without is a common expression that indicates to the examiner that you have a natural band 7 or up fluency and vocabulary. Even if it is slightly unnatural, you should try to use complex grammar and vocabulary whenever possible. So you need to study the language, not just test-taking strategies. Practice common topics for speaking part 1. Free time, friends, phones, school, etc. So you have an idea of what you might say and less risk of freezing up during the test and saying almost nothing. I gave you some examples on the previous video, tip number 10. You should aim for around 10 to 30 seconds per answer. Sometimes you can give an extended answer, sometimes a shorter one. You should practice both lengths at home, always aiming at sounding natural. Don't always give extended answers, and don't always give shorter ones. We don't always talk at the same pace in a natural conversation. So these always long or always short answers could both hurt your fluency score. Make sure you include some good natural vocabulary in your answer and build up to practicing the whole question. You could use notes to help you study, but don't rely solely on them. Your answer should be a different one each time you practice. That's the natural thing. Instead of answering the question the same way each time and memorizing your answer until you sound like a bad actor reading from a script, you should try answering the same question with different answers each time. Maybe inventing an answer, maybe telling a lie, maybe pretending you're a different person. Enjoy practicing. I hope I have helped you with this tip, and stay tuned for the next one. Bye-bye.